has been a privilege for me to have served as Egyptian ambassador in Addis Ababa over the past 4 years. Both Egypt and Ethiopia are very important countries in Africa. We have a long history of engagement and relations. This morning, as I prepare to leave after concluding my position as the Egyptian ambassador in Addis Ababa, I had the honor of meeting with His Excellency President Atske Selassie. And of course, President Selassie has been a very strong friend of Egypt through the years, having served not only as the foreign minister of Ethiopia, but previously as Ethiopia's ambassador in Cairo. This has been a courtesy visit established by usual practice of an outgoing ambassador, and we hope that we are able to build more bridges in our relations. Of course, we have issues on the bilateral front that we need to deal with. However, we have a history of strong engagement. Of course, Egypt and Ethiopia share a very important natural resource, and we are hopeful that we will reach a solution to these differences. However, we believe that until we do so, we will remain steadfast to try and build a way forward to reach an understanding. One of the things that I have experienced has been the richness of Ethiopia's culture and the warmth of Ethiopia's people. Indeed, there are many similarities between the Ethiopian people and the Egyptian people. They both have very ancient histories. We both have a rich cultural tradition. And Addis Ababa over the years is changing rapidly, as is Cairo. And again, as I say, the potential of cooperation between both Egypt and Ethiopia is quite significant. And we remain hopeful that once we settle our differences, we will be entering into an open sky of cooperation between our two great nations. The sky is the limit. We have so many potential, all avenues of cooperation on economic, on cultural. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bilateral relationship between Germany and Ethiopia, and this is a very special year as we are celebrating 120 years of diplomatic relations between our two countries. Germany has always considered itself to be a very good friend of Ethiopia, and I think we have had bilateral relations which reflect this in many ways. I myself have had the privilege of being ambassador to Ethiopia and also the permanent representative to the African Union for a little over 10 months. Now, in the terms of diplomatic residencies, this is actually a very short period of time. I was expecting to stay here longer, but as you may have heard, we have had elections in Germany in the spring of this year. A new government was created, and I suffered the fate of ambassadors all over the world, that you can actually be changed at fairly short notice when governments change. So in this case, I have been asked to leave Ethiopia at short notice and move to Washington, D.C. to become our new ambassador to the United States. So this is the reason I was here today at the palace, to express my appreciation and gratitude to His Excellency, the President. I think we covered a couple of topics referring to the bilateral relationship. The President himself is a diplomat himself and someone who has a lot of experience in this field. So there was some professional exchange, if I may say, on matters relating to that. Apart from that, I think both of us had an opportunity to underline the importance of the bilateral relationship, its strength, and the good prospects for its future. I think the economic reforms, the homegrown economic reform too, which is currently still being implemented in Ethiopia, is a very brave, courageous, and encouraging development. This is something which we strongly support, not only through our membership in the international financial institutions like the IMF and the World Bank, but also in a bilateral sense. As you will also know, Ethiopia is the biggest development partner of Germany the world over, and I think this is a highlight of the fact that we are engaged in helping Ethiopia develop towards a future which will serve all of its people in a peaceful and prosperous manner. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.